Good afternoon. It's Sunday, the 11th of February. It's 4:45 p.m. and this is the fourth of 53 consecutive 5-mile walks from the Gresford Disaster Memorial to the Miners Rescue Station and back again. I've just gone a little bit further today just because I want to share with you the spoil heap that still exists on the site of the colliery. I'm at the top of it as I speak, and I'll just share some views with you in a moment. The North Wales Coalfield extends northwards from just beyond Oswestry in the south, up toward Rwabon, Wrexham and Gresford, before extending northwest through Mold, Harden, Flint and Mostyn, before reaching Point of Ayr on the Dee estuary. It's 45 miles long and at its widest, 9 miles. In 1907, the first spades were put into the ground by United Westminster Wrexham Collieries Limited at the Gresford site, and by June 1911, the Dennis and Martin shafts, some 50 yards apart, were respectively winding up coal and sending down materials. Both shafts raised and lowered the miners. The Dennis shaft went deeper than any mine on the whole North Wales coalfield at 680 metres, and the Martin was only marginally less deep. As we, as humans, tend to avoid living underground, depth is hard to perceive and quantify, but 680 metres is 16.5 parish churches tall, or 17 new floodlights. For an exact height comparison, consider the Merdeka Tower in Kuala Lumpur. The Coal Mines Act of December 1911, which preceded the opening of Gresford by 6 months, legislated for a second airway, ventilation passages underground, to be constructed. But given that this would have cost money, it is thought that work to open the mine was accelerated in order to avoid compliance with the Act. As Stanley Williamson states in his book Gresford, The Anatomy of a Disaster, the owners, in avoiding the installation of extra ventilation, had unwittingly sown seeds for the tragedy which overwhelmed them 20 years later. As per usual, a massive thank you for everybody who's donated so far. Today's song is Working in a Coal Mine by Lee Dorsey, and today's walk is dedicated to George Bramwell, Joseph Brannan, John G.W. Brown, William A. Brown, and John A.H. Bryan.